What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another World of Warcraft video for the War Within, and today we're talking about gold making, and I'm talking about a way to make gold that I actually haven't covered on my channel before, even though it's not super obvious, but it's not really hidden either. A lot of people have been doing this for quite a while, and I feel like it's something that people did at the launch of the expansion and have kind of forgotten about, to the point where now it's back and it's really profitable. I will say, I think this has always been profitable. It's just the profits go up and down, and when profits are too low compared to, for example, reposting on the auction house and losing out on the 50% really, on the 5% tax on the auction house, people just stop doing it. Because if profit margins are down to, let's say, 10% profit, and then the auction house eats up 5% of that, and you only make 5% profit, that is not really a lot, but in this case the profit margins are up to 30%, and then if the auction house takes 5%, you are still sitting with 25% profit on your crafting. So you can basically mass craft this, go away to semi-AFKable gold farm, or a way to make gold, and in my experience it's about 60,000 gold per hour before the auction house cut. Now, as always, if you want to check out my videos before they go public here on YouTube, then check out my gold making guide for the War Within, where first of all you get the guide itself, and you also get access to a gold making Discord community where I give you guys access to videos before they go public. That way, if this video makes this way of making gold tank, like you go absolutely non-profitable, well, you can secure yourself to be able to do this while it's profitable. By just having this gold making guide, it gives you access to the videos days before they go public, so you have several days of both farming, crafting, and just taking advantage of whatever the videos are about before everyone else. Now, in addition to that, I make posts in that Discord server all the time about things that I don't talk about here on YouTube. I talk about when to buy and sell certain things quite often, like for example Dark Moon Firewater, which a lot of people burnt themselves out on by not selling at the right time. So I'm trying to keep you guys informed on when I'm selling and when I'm buying, just so you know kind of how I'm thinking when it comes to buying things and selling things as well. TLDR, it's a good place to be if you're looking to make gold in the War Within, so check it out, the link is down below in the pinned comment. With this being said, let's take a look at today's method of making gold. So today we're talking about Duskweave and Dawnweave and making spools. Now, my experiment here today and the stats that I'm going to be showing you guys are about Dawnweave only, but I'm going to tell you that Duskweave is also profitable, but if it's the same, I don't know. But in my experience, Duskweave sells better than Dawnweave. I am currently doing this for another purpose that I'll be getting more into at the end of this video, but let me share some stats while you're watching this in the background. So this is my first couple of crafts. I will update this crafting window in a little bit to show you the long-term profitability as well, but you can see the crafting happening right here. So first of all, what we are doing here is we are buying Dawnweave on the auction house, and we are then making spools of Dawnweave. In this case, I bought 1,000 Dawnweave on the auction house, and I unraveled all of them for spools, and here are the stats. I spent 7,000 gold buying these Dawnweave, they were 7 gold each. Well, to be fair, they were 6.8 gold each, but I'm gonna round up to 7,000 gold instead of 6.8. So 7,000 gold spent for 1,000 Dawnweave, and we ended up getting 2,000 gold profit. Well, 2.1k, but once again, rounding to a round number. So from 6,000 or 7,000 gold spent, we got 2,000 gold profit. That is really not bad. And apart from that, we also managed to get 9.85 gold profit per craft, as you can see in the crafting window here with the recipe statistics from Craft Sim, the add-on. And if you're wondering what that add-on is, it's once again Craft Sim. It simulates your craft, that's basically it, and you can see everything that we got here. So from doing 200 crafts, or well, 1,000 Dawnweave, we managed to save 92 Dawnweave, and we made a little bit under 1,000 spools. We got 969 spools of Dawnweave from the starting point of 1,000 Dawnweave. Now that that is also by turning the saved reagents. We grounded those down as well, or unraveled those into spools. So we took all of the materials we had from the first 1000 we bought, and we ended up getting 969 spools of Dawnweave. Now the Dawnweave price is currently 7 gold, or a little bit under 7 gold, and the spool price is almost 10 gold. That is 3 gold difference, and we almost got the same amount of spools as we ended up with the Dawnweave. Like, we turned 1000 Dawnweave into 969 spools. So this is roughly 30% profit margins, which is quite insane, and roughly 1000 gold per minute in profit, by the way, from my testing, which is about 60,000 gold per hour. And all you have to do here to do this is click one button every 2 minutes, so it's semi-AFKable. You once again click one button every 2 minutes, so if you just leave your PC on and come back every 2 minutes, click craft all, that's it. Or if you're playing on 2 accounts, it's a perfect thing to have going in the background while you are playing your main account, or if you're watching Netflix, watching Twitch, or even watching YouTube. Whatever you are doing, this is a super easy way to make gold in the background. It should maybe not be your main way of making gold. I mean, it depends. If you have a better way than 60,000 gold per hour, then do that instead. But if you are farming less than 60k, this one is probably better for you, but it's a really good way to just craft for gold. And I've tested this quite a lot, and you can see right now in the background, I am currently testing this, and you can see exactly how much profit I'm getting with real-time values right here. You can see the amount of spools we're getting, you can see the amount of crafts we have done, and you can see the amount of saved Dawnweave we are getting as well. Everything is being shown to you. And the video in the background is not even sped up, by the way. We have 70% crafting speed, so crafting goes really fast. And the way to get 70% is literally by grabbing the buff from the Weaver in the Severed Threads, the Pact in Ashkaihet. Yeah, you can grab that every single week for 30%. If you have the reputation, which is really easy to get, by the way, so that is 30% for free. And then you can use the file of aerated quick hands or something like that. The one from Dragonflight gives you 30% as well, and it's super cheap. Now, I did tell you guys that I would give you an updated window as well with the crafting results, so here you go. You can see right now we have done 1,100 crafts, just to be sure that this is not just random getting lucky on 1,000 of them or something, like getting lucky on 1,000 Dawnweaves or 200 crafts. We have done 1.1k crafts so far, and we're gonna keep going. So 1.1k crafts, we have 10,000 gold, profit in this case, about 1,000 gold per minute once again, which depends on your crafting speed, but once again you should have at least 70% here. You can even get yourself to 75%, which is a cap, by the way, but I'm happy with 70%. So for me, once again, 70% crafting speed. All you need for that is the Weaver buff, this one, the Weaver's Prodigy for 30%, and then I'm using this one, the aerated file of quick hands, which gives you another 30%, and it costs you 11 gold on the auction house. It is super cheap. It is an old elixir from Dragonflight, which for some reason still works in the War Within, even though it says increases the speed you craft Dragon Isles recipes by 30%. So it still works in the War Within as well. And that plus the items you have, like you have one with crafting speed here, like this one, the Proficient Needle set, gives you 70% crafting speed. Now, if you are going to do this, it is very important that you have a tool like this. So you need to have a quality 5 blue tool with resourcefulness on it, and you need to have a quality 3 resourcefulness enchant. Now, I could make a little bit more gold than I'm currently getting here by also having this one as quality 5 first of all, but I can also upgrade this one to be rare instead of green. And the thing is, I have enough acuity to do that right now, I just don't have the recipe yet, and I'm getting this recipe next week. So next week I can make a little bit more gold, but even now I'm really happy about this. And you can see in the last minute we have once again made over 1,000 gold. We are now on 12,000 gold profit from this craft. Now the build that I have set up for this, it's really easy once again. You want to have this one, the extra threads for resourcefulness once again, and you want to be spec'd into quality fabric, focusing on weaving and unraveling. Basically you want to spec into everything giving you resourcefulness, and if you are ever questioning what you need to spec into, you can just use Craft Sim, once again the add-on, and you can use the window that shows you the crafting specialization. So if I go down here, we get Craft Sim, specialization info, all the way up here. You can tick this box and it will show you exactly what you benefit from. So you just need to have 30 points in quality fabric and 30 points in weaving and unraveling. And I don't know why, but they don't tell you that you need to have textile treasures and this one for resourcefulness, but I would say you want to have this one as well. So yeah, at the moment, based on my testing, it's about 25 to 30% profit margins on this unraveling method, which is absolutely ridiculous by itself, by the way. And the reason why I'm doing this right now is actually not to sell these spools. As you can see, we still make a bunch of profit on spools of dusk thread as well. And I could reset the data right now, but I just want to keep it going from here. So we can say we started on 12.9k or something like that. And we're gonna make some spools of dusk weave as well and see exactly how much gold that makes, but it should be give or take the same profit margins and the same gold per hour as Dawn Weave, because sometimes you make gold and sometimes you don't, but when you even out the RNG by crafting a bunch, you end up making gold on average. As you can see, we're already up to 13.3k, getting close to 13.4k. Either way, what I was gonna say is that for me, I am not doing this to sell on the auction house, I am doing this to make spools for myself, and then funnel into my Duskweave Bolt and Dawnweave Bolt crafting characters. And this just gives me cheaper spools. Instead of buying the spools on the auction house, I can make them myself way cheaper, therefore giving myself a better profit margin when I'm crafting the Dawnweave bolts. Because if you lose gold on crafting bolts by buying the materials on the auction house, you can reduce your crafting costs by crafting the items yourself. So you can, for example, make these bolts yourself, probably cheaper than buying them on the auction house, if you have the specialization for it. Same thing with the spools. If the spools are too expensive on the auction house, you can probably make them cheaper, and by making these two ingredients cheaper, you can make the crafting cost of the bolts go down as well. So for me, I'm making profit on both Duskweave and Dawnweave right now, and Duskweave I'm making very good profit on as well. So all of my tailoring characters, they are now printing gold, and a major reason for that is making these reagents myself. And as you can see in the background, just from unraveling Duskweave so far, we have made a lot of gold on Duskweave as well. We started on 12,000 gold, right? And we're now on 15,000 gold. So Duskweave might actually be better than Dawnweave when it comes to gold making here, in both the profit margins and the gold per hour. So both Duskweave and Dawnweave are really good right now. And anyone who have a unraveling character set up, you are living life. And the good thing is, if you don't have one, it is one of the easiest specs to set up when it comes to becoming profitable, because you only need to have resourcefulness, and the only things you benefit from is basically resourcefulness here. So grab every single talent point that gives you resourcefulness and you are good to go. You can basically set this up in like less than an hour or a couple of hours and you should be good to go. Either way, I kind of wanted to make a video on this because I have not talked about unraveling at all in this expansion, and I'm kind of surprised about how good this is at the current moment. Thinking about, like, we're 2 months in. We are 2 months into the War Within, and it's still really good. It is a gold making strategy that was really good at the start, and it's still really good right now. So go and check it out if you haven't, and once again, if you don't have a tailoring character set up, you are just a couple of hours away from having one set up as well. So go and check it out, and if you do, let me know how much gold you're able to make with it. And that's pretty much it for today's video. Just wanted to highlight this method of making gold. It's super easy, super simple, and super profitable. So thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it. Once again, check out my guide if you haven't yet, to get access to my gold making videos before they go public. I'm trying to make as many different videos as possible. We have a couple of concentration crafting videos coming up. We are going to go back to some old gold farms as well. So like, not the War Within gold farms, but like old expansion gold farms, which are still really good, by the way. And yeah, if you want to have access to all of those gold farms, gold making strategies, and stuff like that before they go public on YouTube, then check out the gold making guide. Either way, thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.